beautiful expression where there is never the defeat for the feet of Goddess Tripura Sundari. Always she is victorious. Janani Sarojam Tatpado Jayataha. Amma, your padas or your feet always have got unique victory. Never it has been defeated by anybody in its eminence or beauty or power. And in this particular aspect, Chitram Yakim, what wonder is there? Oh mother, what wonder is there in saying your 2 feet are glorious and victorious? And what is it? It's providing immense wealth of happiness to the Samayachara Upasakas. You know, for Lalita Tripura Sundari or Devi Upasana, there are many kinds of or forms of seva, Samayachara and Vamachara. Like that, we have got very other form, bad way and all that. But Samayachara, they're all called Samayins. They always keep themselves positive, soft, helping, worshipping, and known for good character and conduct. So, Sistajana, say Sistajana Rakshana, Dushtajana Sitshana. That is what is the Parameswari or any good person's work. They try to support the Sistajanas, those who are very much disciplined. So, here she has got such kind of eminence to be providing happiness to all people who are Samayacha. That's why in the first line you observe that Samayinam, Samayinam Sriyam Srujantau Lakshmi Patram. And in third line, you see Samayinam means those people who have got benefic character and conduct. For them, Sriyam. Adu, you know what kind of Sriyam? It is unlimited wealth and happiness. See, Ati Sriyam, Ati Srujantau Padau. Ati Srujantau means not Srujana is to provide, is to endow or is to bestow, but Ati indicates extraordinary, more percentage. That is, moreover, Lakshmi Patram, it is a Lakshmi Kala, and Lakshmi is the wealth. So Lakshmi Patram Sriyam, that is that kind of wealth which will be positive, which will be helpful, which brings you more and more happiness. You never love wealth which brings you unhappiness, which makes your head with problems. No. And now, how about more the feet of Amma, Janani, Himani Hantavyam, and Himagiri Nivasaika Sitarao. You know, she is the dweller of the Himalayan mountains. She is the daughter of Himalayan king. Therefore, you always, there is Hima, like something like in the Western people. But see, in Western countries, you have got more and more snow. So, Himagiri is Himalayan mountain. Nivasa is dwelling. And he is able to have all movement in the Himalayan range of mountains. And she is Himalaya Mahavamsha Pavana also. And so she got used to that walking in the Hima. But the snow mountain are there. But as a result, her feet will remain always bright, even while at the end of the night. See, Nisichara Charama Bhaga. Nisi means Ratri. Charama Bhaga is the to 6 o'clock morning, the last part of the night. You know, I told you how many parts are there in the night. There are 4 parts of our night. And each part is of 3 hours. 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 3, 3 to 6. But by the time the 3 and odd comes up, then the last part of the night will undergo a lot of changes in the horizon, in the atmosphere, before exactly the sunrise happens. So this Nisicharma Bhaja is very important. And also the remaining time, Nishayam Nidranam. During the night time, there will be sleeping. So, and sleep means what? Nidranam means dullness. So because of the snow touch, the lotuses will be dull in the nights. They don't blossom. But in case of Parvati, not like that. It is her feet lotus is always bright and brilliant because that happens to be the seat of goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi Patram. Patram means the seat. So that because Sarasajasana Rani. Lakshmi Devi is the Rani, is a queen sitting upon the lotus. Lotus is symbolic and all that. So Sarojam Tutpadau Janani. Amma, your padas are Sarojas. Saroja means Saraha means water. Lake. Ja is born. So Saroja means born out of the beautiful water, muddy water. So Sarojam Tutpadu. Normally, the padas are compared to the Sarojas because that is the beginning of our body, and for movement also the body is important. So here it means that Shankara is glorifying the extra ability of Devi's feet, which are like lotuses, which by themselves have some brilliant characteristics. The feet are divine because that is granting lot of fulfillment of desires for all samayacharas. That's why in Lalita Sahasranamam, you must remember all this is Lalita commentary that done by Shankaracharya. Padabja dhulikaye namo namaha padadvaya parakrita saroruhaye namo namaha padabja. So you got the description of the pada in Lalita Sahasranamam, number of that, talking about the pada mahatmya, that is the glorifying the feet of Devi. So the stuti of Devi of the pada done here by Arjar Shankara is very, very significant and unique. Actually, in other stutis done by Shankara, Bhavani Garu, Rajarajaswari Stotram, Annapurna Stotram, Sri Saila Brahmarambika Stotram, in all these stotras, there is the Pada Varnana of Devi. And again, why Stotra is important? Because we have started the series of Stotra Bodha. Why we have started Stotras? Because Stotra is something which will please them. Stutimati, that is, her mind is always running, liking the appreciation of her qualities and Mahima and all that. Thereby, their Mahima also increases. Therefore, here, the Bhakta is able to see a great deal of sense and sensibility and in the build of the personality of Devi Parvati. Though she is very much used to be moving in the snow mountain, and also she is also the consort of Ganga Devi, but Ganga Devi's feet, water and her feet, all that are referring to the Kundalini Yoga. And she is the Asisthana Devata of the serpent power. And so when she attained with when she has joined with her, then with Shiva, she becomes the Kundalini Shakti by herself. Therefore, is going to be Saundarya Lalita, because there are these waves, laharis are there, and Ganga also is there coming out from the Ganga. So I think you understand. Moreover, Vishada Vipadam, she is able to remove the Vishada means blossomed. Vipada is difficulties for the Savayinam. those people who have got the benefic way of worship to her. So in this sloka, if you employ, you will be able to get rid of the most poisonous situations in life. The serpent's poison, reptile's poison can be controlled. So with this sloka, to get power and also to control, or so it's otherwise called, this is called Garudi Vidya Prapti. Garuda Vidya. There is one Upanishad. If you are curious, you just Google the Garuda Upanishad. Bhavani Garu, there is a Garuda Upanishad. You can just Google down and know. If people understand that Garuda Upanishad and catch hold of that, then you will be able to, because the reference to Garuda is also there already in the 20th sloka. Garuda can remove any kind of poisonous situation. That's why that was Garuda Vidya and Garuda Krupa and Garuda Kriya. So Parameswari is almost all that of the falcon or Garuda. So Garuda Vidya Prapti, those people who want to master the Garuda Vidya to be able to silence the poison of the serpents and all that. Every animal, every reptile has got a poison. If they bite, it is allergy for us. And that allergy has no extent anything. And so I think you understand that the description of the Pada Kamalas and Padas, which are used to walk in the snow mountain, but here that the Padas have not lost any kind of eminence, no dullness. Otherwise, the ordinary lotus will be dull because of the dew drops in the morning. But this lotus is not at all dull, highly. So it is a Pada Varnana, the Pada Vaibhava, and Pada Jaya. Therefore, you remember now, of all the Durga names, you recite this particular mantra more time, your project will be successful, whatever it is. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Jayashabdena Bhushita Namastasyai Namastasyai Namo Namaha. So this mantra, Jayashabdena Bhushita, is important. Jaya Durga, Jaya Kali, Jaya Lalita, like that is Jaya Sakara is important. Now we go to the next one. It is 88th stanza. Padam te kirtina. Sridevi garu chappandi. Padam te kirtinam prapadam apadam devi vipadam.
Padam te kirtinam pramadam mapadam devi vipadam. Padam te kirtinam prapada mapadam devi vipadam.
Katham nitam sadbhihi katinakamathi karparatulam.
Kadam nitim sadbihi katinakamathi karparatulam. Kadam nitim sadbihi katinakamathi karparatulam.
Repeat again.
Kadam nitim sadbihi.
Nitam amma. It's a nitam.
Sorry. Kadam nitam sadbihi katina kamathi karparatulam.
Katham va panibhyam.
Katham va bahubhyam.
Panibhyam.
Okay. Katham va panibhyam. Katham va panibhyam.
Upayamana kale purabhida.
Upayamana kale purabhita. Upayamana kale purabhida. Yadadayanyastam drushadi dayamanena manasa.
Drushadi dayamanena vapusha.
Drushadi dayamanena vapusha andi.
Yeah.
Oh, vapusha.
Dayamanena vapusha. So
Dishadi
please think.
dayamanena vapusha.
So this is a Chaitra Suddha Purnima today. Chitta Nakshatram. Very auspicious day, the first Purnima of the year. On this Purnima, we have started some 19-20 years back Saundarya Lahari Homam in Bangalore in our Kendra. This is the anniversary for our Saundarya Lahari Yagna concept. So we just remember that this actually we would celebrate this particular day because the manual from Nagpur, P.S. Krishnan, came very late to me. The postman came, but our house was locked. For 7 days, it was lying with the manual was lying with the post office. Suddenly, I just got a day before and we started the form. So this is a very significant time when Ammavaru in Homam Forum came into our Kendra and everywhere it is. Otherwise, we don't know the Homa performance way out. Now, that's why I'm talking about the Padavarnana of Devi further. Now, let us know the meaning that here, generally, the poets will describe the upper portion of the feet of goddess is hard. It is not like that. The entire feet of Devi is so soft, maybe sometime it turned hard because at the time of marriage, Shiva lifted the hand, like the feet of Devi and made it to put on the stone. And that is one of the Vivaha Samskara features. So the lady is supposed to put her feet upon the stone, helped by the bridegroom at that juncture. And this is the South Indian habit. You must have forgotten whether you have done it or not. Girigaru one day. I change. So you are supposed to keep the feet of the bride upon the stone. Some small stone piece they will bring. Symbolically, when the bride puts her feet upon the stone, then there are mantras uttered by the priest. That's why Panibhyam Upayamana Kale Purabhida, that he has made it upon the Drushadi Nyastam. Drushadi Nyastam. You understand the idea? So Drushadi means on stone, Nyastam means placed. Now let us know the thing. And te padam prapadam apadam devi vipadam apadam prapad devi. Amma, your feet, your kirti of your feet, the pada kirti or the mahima of your feet is that vipadam apadam prapadam. It is vipadam means calamities. So your feet are so capable of removing the calamities of all and also remove all. But katham nitam sadbihi. So katinam kamati is karparatilam. So how the poets have compared her feet or the upper portion of the feet to be hard and hard back that of a female tortoise. Kamati is tortoise. Katina is hard. Karpara is back. Tulam are equated to. So how the upper portion of the feet of Devi is compared to the hard back of the tortoise. Kamati karparatulam katham nitam. How at all it has been compared like that. So it is being questioned. So I don't believe, I don't attest. Shankaracharya is telling out of bhakti, I don't attest that people telling that The upper portion of her feet is hard, and sometime explaining that it happened because there is a touch of the hand of the Shiva. Because Panibhyam Upayamana Kala. Upayamana Kala means marriage. And also Panibhyam means it's called Panigrahana. Panigrahana Mahotsava Ahvana Patrika, you remember. So they say Vivaha Mahotsava Ahvana Patrika. Panigrahana Mahotsava. So Panigrahana or Vivaha is said to be Mahautsava for anybody if they come into the wedlock. So to come on to the platform of marriage for both the bride and bridegroom is a Maha Adrushtam. And therefore, Upayamana Kale Panibhyam, who is that? Purabhida. Purabhida is Lord Shiva, talks about his warrior. See, Shiva is not soft person, but he's a warrior. And you know, warrior means everything is hard and strong. And that warrior, Shiva, has what it did, Dayamanena Manasa. So, and moreover, such a hard hero, at the time of marriage, what was the state of mind of Shiva? Dayamanena. He was highly affectionate to the bride whom he is accepting as his wife. So the girl affection, that's what is the prema pravaha, starts right from the time that they both man and woman brought together on a wedlock. So that kind of called upayamanam. Upayamana means there is going to be control over the emotions of both of them. And also there is going to be the coincidence, the confluence of the emotions of wife and husband. So Dampati is a very interesting situation where there should be mutual understanding, cooperation, and adjustment. When these three and more things are there, their family will be a smooth run family. If not, there will be always wrestle, argument, debate, diversity, etc. All that will be there. So Parvati Parameswara Dampatya is also indicated here, that, and she is a very, very Sukumari. Parvati is a very tender, slender woman. And when she is a slender, tender woman, her feet also will be so slender and tender. And such feet is being lifted, touched and lifted by Lord Shiva with great compassion and love. And therefore, there is that kind of controls used by him. Therefore, Sadbhihi means good poets. Kathina Kamati means strong female tortoise. Kamatha, Kamati. Kamatha means the male for tortoise. Kamati is female. And Dayamanena Manasa Purabhida is the destroyer of Tripuras. So Tripura Samhara, Tripura has 3 cities. And unlike any other city now we are seeing, the city was moving. At one time in our Puranas, it is attested that the mountains were flying, they had wings. So whenever they are bored of one place, they used to fly and settle down somewhere. The whole town used to be, people used to be done. No, that's why Indra clipped off the wings of the mountains. And similarly, the 3 Rakshasas, Tripuras, or Tripura Rakshasas, they used to move, bring havoc to the nature and people. So Shiva was able to cudgel them and control. So that's what Tripura Vida, Upayamanakale, Pranibhyam, Adaya Nestam. You understand? Adaya Nestam means he just held it on hand and then placed it on that. So if Shiva took so much trouble as to lift the leg or feet of the Devi and placing it on that, on a upalam, on a stone, it is having a lot of. So what do you understand from this particular sloka is that there is a great amount of change, and there is a great amount of love and affection and compassion, and all those people who are deprived of deprived of marriages, or delay in marriages, or delay in projects, etc. If they were to read this sloka more times, they will be able to get to fruitful benefits. More so for marriages. Panigrahana Mahotsava, if at all to take place, this sloka is important, 88 important, because it talks about the Panigrahana, and one of the Vivaha items, because the marriage ceremony details vary from town to town, from tradition to tradition, from state to state, and all that. In America, if people marry, there will be interreligious priest who will be doing marriage, all the ceremony to other religions and another religion. Because if inter-religion people, if the marriage is going to be between two people belonging to different religions, that also is to be done here. So that is why this is sloka. I hope now that is it. Te padam kirtinam padam. Te padam kirtinam padam. And moreover, vipadam apadam padam. Vipadam apadam apartaram. You understand? So vipadam, calamities or follies, that it will be able to remove. And that is the nature and mahima of that. But some people make it a comparison to the karpara tula of the kamati kathina. So they compare to the hard back of the female tortoise. Have you seen small baby tortoises anywhere? And tortoise floating or inside the water. But I had a unique opportunity of seeing that. And of course, we saw tortoise, number of them, but the entire family of tortoise, young, old, and all that. So I had the opportunity of seeing them in Hampi, in the Pushpagiri Matham, in the Hampi. That Swamiji, when I met him, because I know him, that Pushpagiri Swamiji, and just in front of that Devata Aradhana Gruha, there was a small pond. In the pond, I could see little tortoise. And it was such a beautiful sight for me, I remember. But anyway, it will be very soft and tender. And but Sadbhi Karparatalam Nitam. And again, Panibhyam Parabhidayam Upayamanakale Panibhyam Nestam Drushadi. It has been placed upon that. So that is a wonderful situation described by that. So, O Mother, all poets compared your feet of upper portion with the hard back of female tortoise. But still, I don't believe in that. And I think everything is very much soft and very much powerful and eminent. Now 89. Kartikeyan Gargada, good day, Kritika.
Kritivasan.
Kritivasan. You are a Vasan. And you are also a powerful devotee of Lord Shiva and Parvati. And they are always standing in our head. And so much of knowledge is being showered to people through your talks. And now and then, really, because if you want to popularize Shiva, Shiva must agree to get popularized. And he must also give the extent of his mahima slowly, bit by bit, on installment basis to us, so that we will be the sadhanas. You know, in Mahanarayana Upanishad, there are two sections. One is Paratattva Nirupanam, and another is the Gnana Sadhanam. See, how do you get the Paratattvam captured, the supreme power? You can capture it through only knowledge, Gnanam. And what are the contents of the Gnanam? And what do you describe that to be Gnanam? Again, is given in the Mahanarana Upanishad. And Paratattvam is always having a staircase. Something like the Kathopanishad. So in Kathopanishad, there are tiers, one by one, one by one, one by one, because it is a Yama, it is an Nachiketa Vidya, and it is Agni Vidya, and it is a Divya Vidya, which has been given to us, and that is given by Yamaraja. And Nachiketa tells Yama to do penance and get the approval of all gods to be given, if at all that has to be given to Nachiketa. So in that manner, here we are having a wonderful knowledge about Parvati Devi. Even Shiva is also baffled looking at the assets and belongings and power or Mahima vested in Parvati. Therefore, Shiva always sits in silence and meditation of Shakti Parvati Devi. Without Parvati, he is nobody. Shivaha Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktaha Prabhavitum Nachedevam Devaha Nakhalu Kushalaha Spanditu. Even a blade of grass, he cannot shake. The energy is more important. Those people whose heart is attacked, they can't lift a small paper even. That is the effect of the heart attack. They will feel it because they become so much paralyzed. And until the heart becomes again gallops and gains back the strength and normalcy, until then, that's why those people who undergo heart operation, they are advised not to lift any weight. And if at all they want, it should be less than 5 kg or something like that. So that is what is that difficulty. So but Shiva and all people are being acquainted with that. Now let's go to the next one, 89. Please repeat. Nakhairnakastrinam.
Nakhairnakastrinam. Nakhairnakastrinam.
Karakamala sankocha sasibihi.
Karakamala shankosha shashibihi. Karakamala shankosha shashibihi.
Tarunam divyanam.
Darunam divyanam. Darunam divyanam.
Sahata ivate chandi charanau.
Sahata ivate chandi charanau. Sahata ivate chandi charanau.
Phalani swastebhyaha.
Phalani swastebhyaha. Phalani swastebhyaha.
Kisalayakaragrena dadatam.
Kisalayakaragrena dadatam. Kisalayakaragrena dadatam.
Daridrebhyo bhadram sriyam.
Daridrebhyo badram shriyam. Daridrebhyo badram shriyam.
Anisamanhaya dadati.
Anishamachnaya dadati. Anishamachnaya
So
dadati.
generally, grammatically, na should be uttered first, ha next.
Ha.
It is called anhaya,
Manhaya.
not ahnaya.
Okay.
So grammatically, it is wrong.
Okay.
So we are, especially the South Indian pronunciation is always like that. That anhaya.
Manhaya.
Anhaya means it looks hard to hear, is it not?
Okay, right. Anishamanhaya dadatau.
It looks anhaya. Anhaya means very quick. Dadatau padau. See, dadatau padau. Amma, what is her feet doing to all people? Because all her 4 hands are occupied. Only her eyes and feet are kept free. to grace and bless all the devotees. Therefore, what are the extraordinary function of the feet of Devi? There are more and more things are there. And one of them, most important, is Daridrebhyo Bhadram Sriyam Dadatau. See, those people who are all born upon the land are Daridras. We only think that, oh, you are rich people, we have got bungalows, we have got cars, we have got this, we have got, all are nothing. See, people in India are suffering with COVID, what they do with it, whether he's a man or B man or C man, people there, just know, an 83-year-old man in Maharashtra, in Pune or Maharashtra, after waiting 2-3 days, he got a bed allotment in a hospital. And he was taken by the great-granddaughter and granddaughter to admit him in the hospital. Just at that time, a 43-year-old person, very much serious, and the hospital people said, no bed for you, can't give you. Because we promised that old man, 83 years. At that juncture, he's a Swayam Sevak, Rashtriya Swayam Sevak member. At that time, he told that the old man said, I sacrifice my bed. So you give my bed to him because he's 43 years. And he has got a lot of responsibility to do it. I'm 83. My life is done. Whatever I should have done. So even if I die, no matter. But if he dies, it matters. Therefore, he gave away his bed chance in the hospital. And then he had to sign a paper that I transfer my bed to so-and-so. Because again, there was objection for the medical people. So immediately he signed that sheet that I am hereby transferring my allotment seat to her. And that the boy, that fellow got treatment, admission, all that. This man died after 2 days. Imagine that no self for him. How many people will be like that? And another point, I mean, that the Daridra, I'm just bringing you example, Daridratvam. A 93-year-old gentleman was an engineer and all that. He had a pacemaker done in the heart and 2-3 years, and they had to go to replace it. Again, it will cost very much for his son's children. Then he came to me and asked, Prabhakar, what do I do? Should I go? I have to be expensive again to replace it. I told, doesn't matter. See, you are a learned man, you have got a lot of things. So even if you live for some more time, after that is more gainful than becoming bedridden. So you go through, he went through, and he lived after that another 2-3 years and made a wonderful book called Quest for God. I have to show you sometime, or you can search in the Google if you get Quest for the God. And it is about, and I wrote forward for that by Janardana Badami. He was a chief engineer in Banaras, responsible for building 2 buildings for the Banaras Hindu University. Anyway, he's a great man. He was very much good with Rabindranath Tagore, Chinmayananda. He used to take breakfast for Chinmayananda in Allahabad and all. Anyway, so Daridra Shabda, many people don't like the word Daridra. And even Narayana is also called as a Daridra Damodara. Damodara itself is a great grandeur because that Udara of Narayana is so capable, it is able to store all the creation in it. You remember in the Pralaya section of the Narayaniyam, Bhattatare, so he told that where that all has gone and disappeared, so it will be reprojected, that is everything talk of Narayana. Therefore, Narayana became Damodaraha. His Udara is Dama. Dama means bright, brilliant, inbox. If you want to talk in computer language, no MB limit there. Not 5 MB or 10 MB. Unlimited MB is the stomach of Narayana. Therefore, he kept everything in his stomach. So, Daritrebhyo Bhadram Sriyam. What kind of Sriyam? Bhadra. Auspicious, strong Sriyam. And Anhaya. And Anisham. Anisham means constantly. And now let us go to the other one. Here there is a Shankaracharya addresses Parvati also with the name Chandi. Normally, if ladies are stubborn, people scold her as Chandi, and Chandi is a word who is stubborn, who doesn't listen to you. Chandi, Chamundi are the terrible words employed for women if they are stubborn and not listening to you. So here also Shankaracharya chooses the word Chandi for the first time to be employed for, because Chandi and Chanda and Munda, both are the tough Rakshasas. Yasma Chandam Mundam cha ahanatu samare, she is called as Chamunda. That's why the Moola Mantram of Durga Saptasati is Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaya Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaya Viche. This is the Durga Moola Mantram. So anyway, here Chandi Charanao. So he has used the word Chandi. And again, the poet has continued to describe the sacred feet of Devi, nails of her feet, and in a very quite imaginative manner. See, the imagination is a poet. And looking at the feet of Devi, which is able to fulfill immense wealth for the bhaktas, to be so powerful and stronger than that of the trees in the Nandana garden. They are called the what are the trees that are there? The trees are Kalpadrumas, no? Kalpadruma, desire yielding plants and trees. So even they are excelled by her feet are excelled even that. So and moreover, Kisalaya Karagrena Swastebhya Phalani Dadati. How are their feet? How are our hands? Kisalaya. Kisalaya means the sprouts, tender leaves. Karagrena with the tip of the fingers. Swastebhya Dadati. Swastas are those bhaktas. So a bhakta is always described as swastha. Unless you are swastha, you cannot be a bhakta. So swastebhya for all swastha. Anisham means always, constantly. Anhaya, quickly. Dadatau, granting. What is that? Te charanau. And moreover, nakastrinam Sisibhihi Nakhaihi Hasataiva. So the poet is saying that Devi is doing a wonderful job, and the power of the Mahima of the feet and nails. And the celestial women simply fold their hands in respect to the feet of Devi, because she is highly excelling in brilliance in respect of the beauty of her hands and nails. Because for a woman, the nail is very much important and the fingers are important. That's why the fingers are very attractive of the ladies. It is said when British went to Indian market where Bendakailu was there. A Bendakailu chusi, the Englishman said that the Bendakailu has a lady's finger. So because he saw the tenderness and all that, he called it as a lady's finger. And from then onwards, we call in English, physical name of Bendakailu is lady's finger. But of course, botanical name also is there, other names are there. Here also different names. So like that, this particular place, in this, the celestial women also are very much attracted to the beauty of the tender leaves like fingers and the nails of Devi. And so, because Daridrebhyaha, you understand, Daridrebhyaha Bhadram Sriyam Anisham Manhayadati. If you recite this sloka for a number of times, all kinds of pains will disappear. It is a painkiller. And instead, just as if you take a painkiller, you get relief, pain relief, like that, there is a success in if we recite this, and it's a very much magical work where there is a, and also not only that, those people who are doing work in this technical knowledge like medicine or engineering or electronics or technical thing, if they recite this sloka, their technical skill will improve. Now let's read again. Nakhairna nakastrinam.
Nakairnakastrinam. Nakairnakastrinam.
Karakamala sankocha shashibhi.
Karakamala shankosha shashibihi. Karakamala shankosha shashibihi.
Here, the sankocha means folding together, contraction. So when two hands are like that, you contract these two hands to bring out a folded hand. Anjali. Is it not? It is called sankocha. Then this is, so normally when you bring two hands like this, it means all the 10 fingers together. There is no finger, but this thumb finger will be separate. This thumb finger is the gnanam. And gnanam is separate from the mundane fingers. All these fingers are mundane. But the divine finger, the thumb finger is separate. And moreover, our fortunes are predicted by the palmist depending upon the distance between the forefinger and the thumb finger. If you refer to any palmistry book and talk about handwriting, you will see your horoscope or your prediction, your future and all character and character conduct will be predicted looking at the distance of the fingers. You look at the surgeon's fingers. So like that you can keep on studying successful surgeons. So all that is because of Karakamala Sankocha Shashibihi. And Tarunam Divyanam Hatayivate Chandi Charanao. So in second line, the Divyanam Tarunam. Tarunam Divyanam. So the tender leaves of Divyanam Vrukshanam. So Divya Vrukshas are the celestial trees in the Nandana garden. And Chandi Charanam tells you that they are unfailing ones. So she is called Chandi, Parameswari is called a Chandi because the Chanda and Munda were the toughest demons. And so to put down that such type of Chandi and Chandi, she has a separately powerful Durga. In Durga make stotram, you will understand the Chandi character of Durga Parameswari. I hope next month we will be having good dilation or discourse on the stotra part of the Durga Saptashati, where the scholar, I hope, will be able to deliver the power of Devi as Chandi in bringing down those two. That's why.
Excuse me, can
Chandi
the Sarma
Charana,
Kambha party please keep the microphone off because we are getting a lot of feedback. There is somebody else, Sarma Kambha party. Can you please keep your microphone off? Thank you.
so Tarunam Divyanam Sahata Ivate Chandi. So Charanau Tarunam Divyanam and Te Chandi Sahata Iva and Swastebhyaha Phalani Kisanaya Karagren Data. So, Karagren Swasthanam means Swastebhya means Bhaktas. Those people who make prayer to God, they are peaceful. If not, they are peaceful, they get peace. If they are completely, continuously engrossed in the domestic work, in the samsaric work, they will never see the end. There is no wall for them. There is no wall for sorrow. But there could be wall for sorrow when you are a swastha. In fact, in Ayurveda, you are going to have a big discussion on the swastha. And I think in June, an Ayurveda specialist will be talking, Nishi Arora from Delhi, head of department of Ayurveda division of a university. She will be talking to you on in June meet all about the Charaka and Susruta and the Swastya that people do. So then the word Swastebhyaha Kisalaya Karagre Nadatam. What after all we want? We're all Daridras. Nobody is rich born in the world. If we don't have karma, if we don't have papa, we are not born. We are born because of the karma remnants. We are born because of the papa balance. So Jananakale Dasa Sesha, when they talk, there is the balance. So this is a very powerful sloka by where you are bestowing the toughness in action and in grace to Devi Saundarya Lalita, that she will be granting Bhadram Sriyam. What is Bhadra Sriya? Moksha. You have seen that Shreyas and Prayas. And Nishreyas is ultimate. See, Prayas is materialistic, Shreyas is spiritualistic, and Nishreyas is emancipation. That's why Kalidasa has given us Nishreyasaya avatu. Yeah, before you get into the Punarbhavam Nashanam, Punarbhavam Chapayatu, Chapana, then what we want to have is the penultimate step is Nishreyas. Then you get into the moksha. So why are we sitting and spending time on that? Because we don't want to be Daridras. And this Daridrata is also different. See why people are committing more and more sins when once born. There is one statement given that Adana Shena Bhaved Daridraha. Daridre Doshena Karoti Papam. Papadavasyam Narakam Prayati. Punar Daridraha Punareva Papi. So the word Daridra, in fact, Daridre Dosha or Daridre Guna. Means, for example, in Rudram, Shiva is described as a thief. You know that. So why he is thief? Whatever you love most, he will take away. When that is taken away, what you love most, you become a Vairagi. Something like Rama's sandal, chappals, padukas are being taken away by Bharata. He could not have replacement. He just moved the entire there. So like that kind of Vairagyam and all that is being given to. So Daridrebhya Bhadram Sriyam must underline. You may get wealth. When you get more and more wealth, you become more and more selfish. And when you get Bhadra wealth, then you can have sharing attitude. So we want Bhadram Karnebhihi, that Bhadra Shabda has many. So when Acharya Shankara employed these words, they have got lot of meaning, spirituality, signification, etc. behind the usage of those words. I think we stop here. I crossed the time, and we'll meet for the next verses. So it all depends upon the mood. So we just ask her to be showing her Kisalaya Hasta or Kisalaya fingers, Angulis, to bless us all what she should bless. For your Nivyuma, we make a prayer. Bhadram Sriyam Daridrebhyaha Dadati. Bhadram Sriyam means something with which we sustain all through our remaining balance of life, ultimately get on to the vehicle of emancipation. We pray God that those people who are in trouble, so they are in that, and for all of them, the Abhaya Hasta Parameswari should get stretched. Karatalebhyaha Bhadram Sriyam Pratidadhana. So she has to extend her protection, Abhaya Hasta, to all people. So, and see that the present crisis must disappear. Nowadays, now these astrologers are giving by May end it will go till by August end